Yes.
Whoa.
Yes, vagina is in fact contagious.
Hi guys, we're on YouTube. How's it going? How you
Try it
doing?
again, Raul. What's up?
I think he's trying to ask if he can catch your laryngina.
Oh.
I mean, he said it. I didn't.
Which is rephrasing.
Exactly.
There you go.
What we need is you need to have Google read everything you're saying, Rachel. So everything just comes off in like this robotic, monotonous voice.
See, I can almost sound like a human being, but I sound like a fucking squeaker toy instead.
Yeah, don't do that.
At least your headset looks super comfy.
This one actually is quite comfortable, yes. No, I made it through all day at school with no voice, so if this is what I've got for tonight, we're gonna make it work. That's why I've got the headset on.
And that's how you know you've got kids that are not your usual kids. You can make it through a school day with no voice.
They were like, can we help you? What can we do? Can we talk for you? I was like, guys, we're just gonna watch movies. It's the last day. I can't. They were like, movies? What do you mean movies? I mean, we got a video player here and I got DVDs. Let's go.
Yeah, right?
Let's do this. You haven't upgraded to Blu-ray?
This is public schools, dude.
Yeah, I was gonna say public school, man.
I know. We just got rid of machines from O2, so.
I sent the invite to Justin, by the way. I'm just waiting for him to show up.
When I was in senior year in 2005, my school was just upgrading to DVD players.
Oh, we graduated the same. Wait, you guys 05 or 06?
05.
Okay, yeah. So we graduated the same year.
Nice.
I can't believe it's already 12 years since then. I went home for a my hometown has like a big old festival every year, and during the parade it's like, hey, that's my class over there. Wow, time has not been good to those people.
I was not invited to my reunion. I don't even know if there was one.
Why does OBS work with Chrome on my other computer but not this one?
Because it hates you.
The actual fuck.
Hi, I remember to log into my personal account on Twitch this week. Go me.
Yay, you.
Did you get XSplit working again, Dale?
What was that, Jazz?
Did you get XSplit working again?
I did.
What did you have to do?
Nothing, apparently. It fixed itself, along with my
I haven't tried again.
weird audio setup.
Sorry, running a touch late. Give him 10.
Okay, no, all good. Hey, we can do.
So we can do the pre-show.
Hey,
That means it's time for everybody's favorite pre-show game, your weekly dose of Zen. Dale reading Inspirobot.
I'm gonna turn that up a tad. That was a bit quiet. Okay.
Make her moan louder.
Make her louder.
Oh,
That was not a moan.
That's a new one for Dale.
Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal. Send me a kiss for a woman. Baby, my heart's on fire.
I'm going to talk like this to make it sound like we're parodying it, Doc.
Hang on, I can get this up again. Hang on. Hey, CJ.
Seconds. We're gonna
register your copy of Sam.
It'll make you feel warm and squishy inside if you do.
For our new favorite drinking game, drink whenever CJ embarrasses the guest.
Oh, okay. While you do that, it's Inspirobot me time.
But it's my job to embarrass him this week. It's my birthday, damn it. I want to embarrass him.
That's true.
Rachel, CJ doesn't have his headphones on. If I decide to do something crazy, can you get away for like an hour or hour and a half?
Why would Rachel be afraid of anything?
All right, so
Say pick someone up. Say pick someone up. No.
Damn.
Well,
Just in case. It's like
I'm completely up for crazy. As long as I'm not working and I've got someone to either cover the kids or they can come with.
okay. It's like a 5% chance, but yeah. Just
Legit.
okay. It's going to probably be like maybe the 4th, but let's hold up. I'm just
on the internet. I'm just putting that out there. Do we need to gather?
No. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Just give me at least like 24 hours heads up and I'll let you know.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Sorry. Who wants memes? We got one here. I haven't figured out how to do this properly. I guess we got one here from Kerry. I'm trying to. No, that's not what I don't want to share that. How about I don't do that? Talk amongst yourselves. I still haven't figured this out.
We need technology.
Josh, you should add some of the good ones that you got.
But then you go, okay, everybody, listen. We've got a topic. Talk amongst yourselves.
That's true. All right, so we got one here from Kerry.
Why?
It's a girl with a sparkler in her hand. She's out of focus, but her fingers are in focus. And the text says, "Focus on the intimacy of other people." Focus on the intimacy of other people.
In some circles,
some
that's
people like to watch.
That's
Just
that is that's very true. Hey, sports ball on Wednesday. Other people like to watch. This is a very slow process.
Oh. Read it, Dale.
Oh, can I describe that out loud? I don't know if I'm allowed to describe that out loud without being racist. We've got one here of a lady of native descent, looking very stern, with a stick in her hand, and the text is, "To be born can make you invade a country."
Oh. Oh. My people weed. Too real. Way too fucking real.
Yeah, she has the stick. I'm going to grab a ruler, although you can't really see me, but she's got the ruler. The ruler is the stick that she has, and she's got this very stern look on her face, like.
Change display settings. Change advanced settings.
We got another one here. It says it's two people in a field. They look like they've been hiking or something. And it looks like it's getting dark, so they should seek shelter immediately. And it just says, Gemini, May 22 to June 21. Wonderful role model, fabulous husband, average whore.
Spirobot got racy over the week. Jesus.
It's the internet.
It's Spirobot.
Doesn't realize that I'm Gemini.
Good things, people.
Exactly. So there's that one. Gemini. Wonderful role model, fabulous husband, average whore. Just average whore.
Only
He's a fabulous
husband. Cakes are
all
designed,
but a brilliant scientist.
But is the husband the whore? I'm confused.
Well, I think so. I'm not too sure. But he's also the role model. So.
And he's wonderful at it. So I'm a little confused.
He's wonderful at being a role model, but he's just average on being a whore. Just average.
Right.
Also,
That
what
explains everything.
constitutes average? What constitutes average? I don't have a well, I was
You
about
don't
to
have a
say I
baseline for that?
I don't have any. I don't think I have a form of measure for that one. Inspirobot. Isn't it great? Gets you thinking about average whore.
But I don't want to. Wait, what?
But too bad. Ooh.
Our ability to laugh at illegal substances also gives us the ability to tear down the walls of what we want.
Oh,
Yeah, tear down that wall.
There's that link if you want it.
Down the wall. Tear down the wall or something.
Mr. Grover,
We haven't
stop.
built it yet.
Also,
so
it's
you don't know
kind of
that.
weird that everybody preaches about Reagan. You know, the guy who yelled at Mr. Gorbachev to tear down that wall and is yelling at Trump to build a wall.
There you go. There you go. And next one here is a lovely country girl who is in a field. She's got a little straw hat on. She's holding her hat. She's got lovely blonde hair. And the text, and she's in a field with the little pink flowers. It's contextualized. It's never too late to make too much noise.
I mean, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong. She looks like she could make some noise, like at a rodeo or something. She's got a little belt buckle on.
Or, you know, other places.
Oh,
Josh
other
had one
places.
earlier.
You want a lady in the street but a cowgirl in the bed? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
That's on the internet. I might
Josh
need to
had
put-
one earlier that was trying to make song lyrics. It was great.
Nice.
I've got a lovely picture of the Statue of Liberty, and it says, "What if the government would talk about yoga instructions?"
Oh.
What if they would?
What if?
What if? Just what if?
I mean, it would be better than some of the shit that comes out of Trump's mouth now.
Dale,
That's when the millennials win.
Dale, look at the one that I just linked.
Oh, that one. Hang on, I'm
It's
trying
great. It's great.
to. Okay, so it looks like that these two are at a carnival. It seems like they're a young couple. It's a guy and a girl because, well, of course there is. And the text says, and it's at night. You can arrange it so that a certain someone gets lucky. Oh, Jesus.
It's true. It's true.
It's true. It's true. I think that's a little too real, actually. To be fair, that's.
hey, Dale, we need to play this during Extra Life, but like towards the middle where we're still sleep deprived. Keep talking and nobody explodes.
I have that. And
You know what we should-
I tried getting it doing. I had it on the schedule for last year, but we just didn't do it.
Our like
I like-
20 to 24 of it this year is going to just be us doing Inspirobot.
I like that one, Jazz. Jazz, I like that one. Keep that one there. I'll explain that one. So there's a bridge over. It's a cloudy day. It's a cloudy day. There's actually not even any clouds. It's just grey everywhere. The whole picture's grey, to be fair. And it's a bridge.
Almost like it's in black and white.
Yeah, almost. It's 50 Shades of Black and White. And there's a lone cyclist like in the middle of the bridge, and the text says, "Are out-of-body experiences just some of the many trials of the wind?"
Sure.
It means nothing. It means nothing.
It means nothing. Oh, that's lovely. That's shaped like a love heart. I like that.
It's nice.
With
It's nice.
perfect limitations come perfect gambles. Oh. By the way, you can put these sayings on mugs. I was playing around with the mug option
Yep.
earlier.
Wow.
There's a picture of a piano, and the text is "Prepare for failure and imagine."
I want to put this in
And
my phone
imagine.
background.
And imagine, yeah, right? Oh, my phone background is of Chris Evans because, of course, it is. Like that should be a question.
Dale, I'm posting a link to one for you.
Okay. Oh, I'm 2 behind on the spreadsheet. Look at me go. Okay. I still haven't figured out how to do this efficiently, but hey, it's a learning process. It's the first week. How don't we do that?
Efficiency comes with time.
There's a picture of a light bulb on a ledge, and everything around it is faded, so you can't really see what room it's in. And the text is, all you need to find true love is a grave and confidence. Oh, Jesus.
Lord.
What?
That totally explains my love life.
Oh, that's relationship status.
Wow, CJ, you look pretty good for a dead guy.
Right?
Love
Oh,
that, Mickey ears, and maybe a sub sandwich.
hey,
Maybe.
Justin, how are you?
Great, guys. How are you?
Oh,
Hey, Justin's not audio only. Yay.
No,
Hooray!
we have a clear studio tonight, so we are ready to rock and roll.
All right.
Yeah, as opposed to
Just 4 seconds. I need to get a glass of wine, and then I'll be right back.
Well, you can do that. I will go ahead and begin the show then. Quit fucking around with that. And that means
hang on.
put on my spinning logo, which means it's time to start the show.
Now it's time to start the show.
yeah. Are you sure it's time to start the show?
It's time to hit the music.
It's
It's time to
time.
light the lights.
geek-io.net. And to help support the network,
Yes.
head over to patreon.com/geekio.
Hello, gentle listener. While Geek.io holds its talent to the highest standards, what follows will likely involve the sort of language usually reserved for sailors on leave. If you're of a delicate disposition, then perhaps you would consider a different podcast.
Oh shit.
Geeking out across the globe. Hold on to your butts. It's the Geek.io Show.
The Geek.io Show.
Hooray! It is time once again, friends, family, countrymen. Lend me your ears. It is time for the Geek.io Show. This is episode number 204, recorded the 13th of July, 2017. Of course, I am your host, CJ. I broke it, but I fixed it again, Boat.
And I'm Jared, the Unpod Fader, as Vito. I messed
The
up
weekly
everyone's
units.
order.
Microphone muted.
Yes, I am Raul.
Here.
Punching monitors hurts your knuckles.
I'm Dale. There's a glass of summer sorbet soft drinks, soda deal sitting beside me. And it's looking very tempting right now, Campbell.
I'm Rachel, and I have a squeaker toy voice.
Oh, boo! Not yay. Boo.
Boo-ray!
Boo-ray. Hashtag boo-ray.
Hooray for the squeaker toy birthday girl.
That's Bizarro. Oh, yeah.
Damn it, so.
I'm
Right. Get out of your system now.
Oh, no.
Yeah, for 30 seconds.
Right?
I don't know if I'm supposed to go yet.
You can go. I may
Okay.
still play it. Don't.
Next.
It's okay. No, I was about to go and then birthday song happened. So, I'm Carrie, still too tired to think of a good title, intro, thingy, whatever, Wilcox.
And now that I'm not muted again, because we can't have more than just one mic muting per session, I'm Josh, now with full voice acting McGrath.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that took us less time than I thought it would. There he is, joining us this week, once again, back into the fold. I have to open up the correct one. The night attackingest, weirdest thing this side of politics. He thought he could be a contender, but he is really all about the action news. The man attached to the glorious mustache who has to read my emails over and over and over again. Justin Robert Young.
Woo!
That the Geek.io show is the Wu-Tang Clan of podcasts that you guys are just at all times.
We are growing. We're growing. We're expanding. Actually, we're not growing. We're expanding. We're moving wider.
I'll let you all fight between each other on who gets to be who.
I get to be Rachel. That's a given.
Definitely. I mean, I'm old dirty bastard. So I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that one. Minus the.
All right.
If I could name another one besides Old Dirty Bastard, I'd be that one. But I can't.
The hat's coming out.
I'm the man
that be
with the
Tang?
hat. That's all I know.
Tang.
Because I'm a kick in the glass.
Oh.
How are you guys doing?
Excellent, sir. How are you?
Oh, living the dream, baby. Living the dream. We got action news up there, actionnewsgame.com. We're unlocking news cards left and right. We're 200 plus funded, but we here ahead of us, including a huge one at 1,000. So it is my #1 goal to be out here letting the masses know, proselytizing those who do not otherwise know that actionnewsgame.com is happening. And man, I can't lie to you, I'm super proud of the game.
I am so stoked to play it. I mean, I've made no attempt to hide the fact that Contender is one of my favorite games of all time. Like, there's a reason why on our tabletop show it's been on there 4 times now.
Nice.
So,
well, I'll tell you what, CJ.
yes.
Just go ahead and send me your address. I'll get you a demo copy out tonight.
Oh yeah.
Oh, snap.
Done.
It's on the internet. He has to follow through.
Yeah, right?
It's on the internet. It must
Speaking
be
of things
true.
on the internet, Justin, you know I love you like a brother, right?
Yeah, man. No, I'll tell you what. It's one of those things that we really want to get this out to people that I know will dig it and understand it. You know, it's hard to releasing a game like this is kind of releasing like a part of yourself. You know, it's very hard to kind of let go of it and let other people judge it, which is an specifically challenging problem when your job is also to get out there and you know, just you know, sell it as much as I can.
Yeah.
I still remember you being anxious about the reviews coming from Amazon and other people from the Contender.
Yeah, Raul, in many ways, that reality still lives on. In fact, you might say that the big boy never left. I am still very nervously watching every channel to see whether or not someone doesn't like me.
Yeah, but you kind of, it's that, and also you have to either filter out the negative ones and the trolls at the same time, though. Like it's kind of there's a bit of separation there.
Well, you know, to be honest, trolls I actually don't mind, because I don't really mind trolls because either I enjoy going back and forth or I enjoy not responding. Not responding is something that I find very, very enjoyable because I think if I have one skill in life, it is I think I'm a fairly empathetic kind of person, so I try to put myself in other people's shoes a lot. And I know what it's like to just yell things looking for attention. And I know that it is very exciting to me to not give them that attention. I find a lot of people find not responding as passive. I find that it is very active and very aggressive.
The more you know.
Boom,
I like this guy already.
No word.
Boom, look at you go, Justin, with the motivation.
Problems that I always have are people who are just earnestly saying this wasn't as good as I thought, and I was a fan. Like that hurts me the most. I always don't like that one.
Yeah, that one I can imagine is just the sickest of the rubs. Like it's one thing the people are
But
just
at
being,
the same token, if they don't like it, you know what? You're still playing it, you idiots.
Yeah, no, you still purchase
Find
the
some more creative people to play with. Let's be realistic. And I apologize, I'm a squeaker toy tonight.
No, you want to know what? If I were in public office, I would have you, Rachel, be my press secretary. I would want every moment and in that voice just say like, "The senator is going to," and everyone will just be. Excuse me.
That would be the quietest press room ever because they would just
Right.
be like,
Hey, if I could get third graders to sit down and shut up with this voice today, anybody will sit down and shut up for this voice.
You know, all nine of us just silence. Then it's perfect.
Yeah, Rachel wasn't gonna come on, but it's her birthday, and also it's you, Justin. So she's like,
Birthday?
yeah,
No.
I'll play that.
No, see, because I really want to like have the pleasure of being an embarrassing moment for Jerry tonight. I seriously, I look forward to it.
So I'm introducing a new drinking game for everybody. We've been playing the drinking game of kangaroos. We broke that last week. Now it's going to drink whenever CJ or anybody makes the guest uncomfortable. So Justin, tell us about Nerdtacular.
Oh.
See, CJ really wants to address the sub sandwich in the room.
Yes, the elephant's trunk, if you will.
I mean, so we're not saving anything. I thought this would be like a reveal. I thought that is this out here, like in these streets, or what's the deal?
Oh, dude, can you imagine that I have any issue admitting that I was the one who wrote that letter? Seriously, it's me.
No. I just thought you could have some fucking showmanship about it and maybe like build it up to a reveal.
Oh,
I have no idea what's going on, so.
Yeah, nobody else on the show listens to your show.
The only one that knows is me, and he had to bring it to me.
All right. So, I mean, do you want me to tell the story, or should you tell the story?
No, you go ahead.
No, I'm confused.
Well, then here we go. Okay, all right. If nobody knows what's going on, then perfect. I misspoke, CJ. You indeed are the P.T. Barnum, and you have built this up to a fantastic and shall I say girthy climax. Here's the deal. I did a show at Nerdtacular called OPP. To be truth be told, this is an idea I've had for a little bit, and it's something that I've always thought would be good in like a comedy festival or something. Like it's something that I could do as a regular show, or I could do in other places. It's not kind of dependent on what I like to do the best and what I'm best at, which is just yammering off the cuff. But the concept was this. People have always, because of the jury show, emailed me with embarrassing or personal stories. Some of them are sad, some of them are funny, but all of them involve pain. So my idea was, what if I leverage that strength against a live show and have people in the audience come up and read these stories? So it is true, they're true stories told by people that are there to hear them. So you are getting the story told in a little bit of a different way. And I feel way more comfortable just butting in and commenting on it when the person's not there. Because if somebody's just telling a personal story, I'm way less likely to be like, oh, fuck you, you're lying. Like, I'm not going to do that to a person, but I'll do that to somebody reading a story.
And I have to say, the person you picked, CJ adores this person. And the fact that they were reading it and it was flipped gender made it even better.
We'll get there, Rachel. We'll get there. All right, hold on. So, I get
Buckle up, kids.
I get a couple of sad emails. I get a couple kind of funny emails. And the ones I wound up settling on were one that was kind of sad, but was a tale of teenage angst, right? One that involved poop. And one that was my favorite one, for the record. It was the best one. It was my ace in the hole. Because for this reason, number one, I didn't have to edit it. It was very short and pithy.
You're welcome.
And number two, because it described to me a fact that I was unaware of. This letter writer, who will remain unnamed at the bottom of the Google Hangouts, wrote to me about the fact that life was going well, the fact that it is going as well as it ever has. However, a side effect of part of the reason why he is feeling so good is that he has recently lost a tremendous amount of weight. So good, feeling healthy, feeling fantastic. But as this letter writer goes on to describe, a side effect of that is that his already long penis has become even longer because apparently a side effect of losing a tremendous amount of weight is that your body shifts, and it just so happens that the pendulum between a man's legs is a natural place for weight to find itself, therefore elongating an already substantial wiener.
Yeah, I should start exercising again.
So look, we are seeing now here on the screen approximately 30 pounds lost equals 1 inch, and if I can remember correctly, it was around 2 bills lost, right?
I'm on the better half of 200. Yep.
Yeah. So that's a lot of inches.
Yeah, it is.
I don't have enough whiskey for this.
I'm just glad one of the girls in the chat brought up this statistic before I did, because it's much less awkward that way.
No, there's a reason why I sent it to others people's pain, Justin.
Exactly, because as our letter writer went on to describe,
I'm sure there's a reason they sent it into other people's pain.
Not all hunky-dory, big Dickville. No.
Oh, Jesus.
Apparently, this is both a gift and a curse, because regularly sits on his own dick, causing himself tremendous pain, but also it is apparently a challenging device to engage in sexual intercourse with, as it is just too unwieldy. I told you the story. What I now want you to realize is that, again, I'm not reading these stories. People from the audience are reading these stories. I am picking out people from the crowd. And one of them, the Texas one, I let Brian read, Brian Brushwood, who was my co-host for that, as well as Night Attack. I got an Irish guy named Alan to read a story that happened in Europe.
Praise be to Alan.
And I knew I wanted one person to read that story. And this was from the moment that I realized that she was going to be there. And that is Carrie from the morning stream. Now, somber note here. This was a very big thing for Carrie. She very, very recently lost her special needs daughter. Was a huge, gigantic part of her life and what she shared with the world. I have always known her to have a very black sense of humor, which is something that I very much relate to, specifically when I was a reporter. I think I've always had a bit of a dark sense of humor, but it certainly went beyond midnight black when I was a reporter. And when you report on crime and death and murder and rape, like, I mean, I once had to drive an hour and a half to Pottsville, Pennsylvania to watch a trial of a 15-year-old on trial for raping a 5-year-old. Like, that, if
fuck that person.
It doesn't get much darker than that.
Not get much darker, right? And if you can't laugh your way out of that, it will literally crumple you. So I've always appreciated Carrie's dark humor throughout the life of her daughter, but specifically afterward, you know, and I communicated with her a little bit, so I knew that she was looking to have a good time in a way that she very much would appreciate. So I brought her on. Now, this was not a dark story necessarily, but I want her to be the center of attention because she very well deserved it. Now, she did fantastic. Everything was great. CJ, would you like to tell everybody about the email that you sent me afterward?
The fact that you admitted that you read it many times.
Do I need to be here? Do I need to grab? I think I need some water. I'll be back.
So yeah, after I listened to the show, I sent an email to Justin. I said, "Hey, thanks for sending. Just clarifying if he's going to be on the show on Thursday, as though I don't have a producer who should be doing these things, or much less two of them. And secondly, thanks for having one of my biggest internet crushes read my dick story on Nerdtacular."
Which was a unexpected benefit. Not being aware of CJ's internet crushes. I did not specifically pick that out, but I did mention upon him mentioning that he has a crush on Carrie. I just told him, "Well, thank you for never allowing me to unsee that mental image that I've created." Okay.
So, and then I sent him "You're welcome" from Moana.
I had not heard. It was delightful. I didn't know that The Rock could carry quite a tune.
Right?
Yeah, no,
Well, I mean,
so
he's strong enough to carry just about anything else, so why not a tune?
Oh. 30 pounds.
So I also messaged Carrie, and we've been talking for many hours about just the fact that she was actually quite appreciative of very much so what you said, that she got to read something like that, and it was just nothing but joy to her and things like that. It made me happy that I could make her happy after all the bullshit that's been going on in her life, and also, yeah.
It's not to bring it down like apparently you do on your own dick on a regular basis, but
it fucking hurts so goddamn much.
At some point, I look at a picture of when he does it because he goes cross-eyed and just the look on his face, I can't help but laugh, and I know it hurts. And I'm like, "I'm sorry, honey, but that look. One of these days, you're gonna knock yourself out and I pee my pants laughing."
Oh my god! Wait a second. We're sharing a hotel room at Dragon Con.
A couple of things. One, you're not too far off. I work in IT. So usually pretty quiet places full of nerds, and it's just me screaming out in pain every so often.
Wait, do it after a while though. Like after practice.
No, it never feels good. Don't ever think that. It never fucking feels good.
Let me tell you, I've had anyway. Moving on.
Wait, so hold on, wait a minute. You do not suffer in silence. You yelp or yell?
It's not. It's hard not to.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying it should or shouldn't be. I'm literally just asking the question. So I didn't know it's not something that's like stubbing your toe.
Well, it depends on how hard I'm. It depends because I'm still adjusting to.
Depends on how hard he is, apparently.
Oh yeah. It depends. I mean, I'm still adjusting to losing, having so much weight on me, so I still like flop around like a fat man does, and like, so if I just flop on a chair.
Oh.
So wait. Oh, so this is you just being overly casual and not understanding the bizarre serpentine appendage springing.
And also, guys, Mike TV wrote a song about my dick.
Oh yeah, it hurts the both of us. Right?
Yes.
I mean, that's when you know.
No, Mike TV was the real all-star. If anybody hasn't listened to, I think the Night Attack feed has them as a combo. It has both shows together. I highly recommend it. I was very, very happy with how those came out. That crowd was just kind of perfect. I think it was better in audio than it was, even being there, because it just sounds like such a raucous, awesome crowd.
Yeah, I did catch that show from Nerdtacular, and just like the biggest bomb they had with Pollen Storm.
Yes.
Oh yeah, great. Pollen Storm told a great story on Night Attack about the worst that they've ever bombed, which was at a Penn State show where Tracy Morgan was the headliner, and they were a comedy hella group, which ironically, their most popular song was "Enormous Penis."
Yeah, I know. That's the irony there, right?
Yeah, it was real fantastic, and I know you were real apprehensive on how that would go over, and it worked really, really well. Which brings me
glad it did, because it wasn't like I was worried. I was just worried that I was spending literally 0 time on it because I was doing 1,000 other things that were important.
So bringing me to the next point of you panicking and or not panicking, Dragon Con's coming up.
For the record, oh please, you sweet summer child, Dragon Con's coming up. I got to worry about Politicon, Gen Con, a week tour, plug Action News. Come on, Dragon Con. Dragon Con's not for another 7 years in my time.
Yeah, he's got like 50 days, but in that 50 days, he's gonna be doing a whole lot of other shit.
Oh, no, I'm Dragon Con's my vacation. Dragon Con's what I look forward to.
Yeah, we have Mr. Australia over there joining us for the first time at Dragon Con, which is amazing.
Oh my god! I'll tell you what, I think I'm gonna do OPP again. OPP went so well. I think I'm gonna do it at Dragon Con again. So I have a couple notes on how that I want to change things a little bit, but hopefully I'll be happy if you guys are there, and maybe I'll tell you what, maybe I will maybe I'll institute a rule that if I've read your story on the previous show, then that you get the fast track to read a story. I feel like
okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'll be there. Apparently, like, because we are considered a adult podcast, I don't fucking know why. So we are in the same book.
Heaven only knows.
As you and Night Attack and things like that, because apparently Dunaway is trying to make it a little bit more like during the day is a little bit more happy, fun time, and during the nights where all the bullshit happens, like Dragon Con is.
Yeah. So wait a minute.
Like it do.
I'll talk to Dunaway about it. But I don't know. I mean, I could keep it clean, I guess. Like, I just
you'd have to come up.
No, it won't work.
That's a lot of work. Although there's a lot of euphemisms for the word penis, I suppose.
Just get a soundboard with one of those censor beats. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I would love to read that one. I mean, nothing in OPP except for me just saying curse words.
Yeah.
Right.
But it's yeah. So I mean, I'm with you there, and I'm not as busy as you are with it. But like, somebody mentioned to do something in August, but I have like 4 conventions I'm doing in August, not including Dragon Con. So I seized up a little bit myself.
And a random Australian. 4 conventions and a random Australian.
Yeah, which is a horrible movie.
That is a terrible movie.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who was
the
going
stage
there.
play is great. The stage play is really good though.
It was amazing.
I mean, it's better than Sausage Party.
Better than Sausage Party.
Anything's better than Sausage Party.
It's better than Sausage Party. Which I still can't believe our boss made us watch that.
Hey, I explained it to your boss is a big dick.
Yeah, somebody else made the joke.
Person who, does that. Also made us watch a movie called Sausage Party. Everything's making sense now. It's all coming up. It's all coming up, penis. It's all coming up, penis.
I mean, he's not even trying to compensate for something.
No, well, clearly not.
In fact, I try and hide it. Like it's. I just. Justin and I have had this weird relationship with each other for several years where I've done every single Don't Be Brody, never won one. I try and trump myself. And now, thank you also, I'm diamond famous for another weird-ass fucking thing. First was walking in on a hobo filleting a corpse. Now this.
Woo. What a penis.
I'm glad you've unmasked yourself. You have revealed removed the burden to reveal your true identity.
Yes, it was
filleting a corpse.
Yes, I'll tell that story some other time.
That's for the post.
I've heard that story.
Talk about a stiff joke.
So let's go ahead and move into our actual segments here. You know,
No, wait, the show's not over? The show's not over? I thought the show was over.
I know.
Show's over, kids. Go home.
show's over. See you next week, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
ActionNewsGame.com.
.com, yeah.
This is going to be a show of pimping other people's stuff, by the way, just as a head note. All right, so let's do this.
Gadgets, games, and gizmos.
Gadget Games Gizmos. We're talking about the stuff that we've been doing. Wrong letter. We're doing in the last week. Ish.
Ish, yeah.
Yeah, CJ, come on. Keep that thing side up.
I twisted the wrong knob. I'm sorry. It happens.
No thinking dongles.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
the dongle. If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So, Justin, what have you been up to other than, you know, ActionNewsGame.com and Nerdtacular Ring?
Oh. And retro suits. Look at you go. I'm jelly of that retro suit.
I'm pimping out these retro suits, and I don't know, man. To be honest, I'm not positive that there really was a time before Action News Game. I feel like all I've done is pimp out ActionNewsGame.com, and I saw Spider-Man, finished Fargo. I finished Doctor Who, and I watched the first episode of Preacher, which I'm glad to inform everybody is the best show ever made. And we're just getting this into the newsroom. The all other shows are canceled forever because Preacher.
Right? It is so fucking good. Like, it is ridiculous how good that show.
So tell me, what is it like to have a time turner?
Brought to you by the same people who made Sausage Party, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, let's not neglect the fact that Seth Rogen is responsible for this and Sausage Party.
Yeah, man. No, I'm super hot on it. I thought the first episode was great. I'm pumped to watch the rest of those. But I'll tell you what, it is an era of peak TV these days. I just you can't really watch anything that isn't at least really, really good.
Right? What did you think of the season finale of Doctor Who?
The what?
What did you think of the season finale of Doctor Who?
I thought great. I thought this was one of the best seasons that has ever happened. Oh crap, that's a whole other thing. Yeah. Sorry, my wife brought home. I forgot that we were part of a wine club, and I literally just went to that wine shop to buy wine, not realizing that. That's never mind then. Okay. So
too much wine.
Anyway, Doctor Who's great. I love Doctor Who this season.
What do you think of what's his face? Red Wedding Dude being the first Doctor.
Oh, I mean, it's just a setup for whatever the Christmas episode's going to be, which will be a big fat farewell to Capaldi. So I'm down with it. I mean, I think he's got more of a older Doctor sort of vibe. So to have him go out with another old Doctor is a pretty cool idea.
Well, he actually, and the fun thing is, he actually was an understudy for one of the first Doctors. I mean, he basically learned his acting from the first Doctor. So the fact that he gets to come back around and, you know, have his idol, you know, play his idol in audio dramas and now the show is a big thing for him.
Awesome.
I have to admit, I'm sad that Capaldi's going out. He's really grown on me.
Well, I think they actually wrote him well this season. The problem is that I don't think his acting has really ever been in doubt. It's more that show is just you know, very, very unevenly written. And I think when Stephen Moffat, I have a theory that Stephen Moffat either tries or doesn't, and you kind of know from episode 1 whether or not he has tried or not. And you can tell that with Sherlock for a while. Like, Doctor Who started sucking when Sherlock started, right?
Yes.
And you could tell that he cared about one and not the other. And then Sherlock started sucking, and now Doctor Who's good. So he, like, very obviously just kind of turned his opinion back to this other show and neglected the last 2 seasons of Sherlock, and they're great. These Doctor Who episodes were among my favorite, bar none. I thought they were really well shot, super well written, and you're right, Rachel. I thought it was the best Capaldi's ever done.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, not even that. Like, I'm a Matt Smith doctor. That's when I started watching. So I loved Matt Smith, like ridiculously loved him. And I was apprehensive as they got an older doctor. I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. And I've got friends who are like, I'm not getting it. He's old. Like, give him a shot. Yeah. And he's quirkier than Matt Smith ever was. And that makes me happy. And now I'm like, but he's going not okay.
Well, I'm sure they're going to get the next one's just going to be Justin Bieber. It's going to be Justin British. They'll just teeny bopper it to hell.
I honestly think they're going to go woman with this next one. They teased it with Missy. By the way, love Missy. I hope he didn't actually kill her and like they're going to do some kind of timey-wimey bullshit because Missy is fantastic.
No. He becomes Missy. So if they ever want to bring her back, like we saw how Missy got made because Missy made Missy and then got shot for it.
Oh yeah, spoilers for anybody who doesn't watch Doctor Who, I guess.
Anyway, no,
that's okay. I have no idea what you're talking about. So that's cool.
I'm so far behind that.
I thought that was played
Sherlock,
creepy and so awesome. I love the dual master thing. I thought that they were both just super creeps, and my skin crawled, and I had a boner.
Right?
Yeah. I saw the episode before the finale. I wasn't able to watch the finale because someone deleted it off the DVR. So I saw that one, and then I saw the master pop up, the previous one, and I'm like, oh my god!
It made me. I yelled out loud when I saw him pop up with his awesome goatee.
Yeah, right in my ear. Thanks, asshole.
So also, and same thing I asked Brian, how's your Hearthstoning going?
Dude, I literally just kind of grokked this deck that I've been screwing around with for a little bit. It's the Exodia Mage. So effectively the idea is you are not looking for damage unless it's just there for the taking on the other person's face. You are just keeping the board clear. And you have a bunch of ice blocks in case you get low on HP. And the whole concept is you just need 5 cards together that create infinite fireballs, and then you just infinite fireball their face and everyone and life, and you set the world on fire. Your conflagration is your victory signal.
It's the Trogdor deck?
Effectively, it is the Burninator faux show.
I've not played too much Mage lately. I've been hung up on Quest Rogue, and I'm still trying to make it work after the nerf.
Give up. Move on to another. Not
no. It still works, just not as good.
So stop it. Move it on. Come on. MoveOn.org.
Comeon.org. Wow, is that a thing?
Yeah, MoveOn.org. It's a filthy leftist, commie pinko liberal thing.
By the way, founded in the late 90s to move Congress on from debating the impeachment of Bill Clinton, now advocating to impeach the president. Funny how it comes in our funhouse mirror ways, which is great.
Right. And now's the point. And now's the point where I remember everybody go to bonerwars.com and listen to the damn best political podcast there is out there.
Oh, well, thank you, sir. Do appreciate it.
Like, you are not my only political feed because that would be silly, but you are my favorite one to listen to, definitely.
I feel like people have taken this weird glee in telling me that I'm the only person that they listen to because I've made it a point on the show that should not be the case. I come after other real facts. I am a fun dessert. You do not eat your ice cream at the main course, and then some people just come up to me with, chocolate around their lips, and they're just like, I eat ice cream, and I'm like, fie on you.
Yeah, I mean, I like politics because it's like you're not going to talk about like what everyone else is covering. You're covering like when you were covering the Hillary emails, not what everyone was talking about, but like the sexting going between them, like the oddball stuff.
Yeah, that's what I love. I mean, I love the spectacle. I love the circus. I think I have said before that if politics is a circus, then I'm the rodeo clown selling meth in the parking lot.
Yep. and I fucking love you for it.
Now that is a visual.
Sometimes you need a rodeo clown selling and or sniffing coke in the parking lot. I mean, you need that sometimes.
I can't argue that.
Way too expensive. It's meth. It's definitely meth.
Oh yeah, you are from Florida. Yes, so it has to be meth.
Florida meth is best meth. I mean, wait, what?
What?
Yeah. Although to be fair, I'm from South Florida, so probably just random pills, like just random, just gigantic amounts of off-brand OxyContin.
And bath salts.
And bath salts.
Right.
Oh, the bath salts, man.
So speaking of meth capitals, and let's go back once again to the Tampa Bay Circle Jerk. Josh and Carrie were over last night here to celebrate Rachel's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And we got Bears versus Baby. Well, Rachel got Bears versus Babies, the new card game from the Oatmeal. And it is twisted and horrible, and I love every single second of it. It is a game where you build monsters to kill babies.
Yeah, what better to do your first Kickstarter with than Bears vs. Babies, because I was broken by the fact of Bears vs. Babies.
I am currently going to go over to my other computer and correct my screen so people can see the monstrosity that I built last night, and I will describe it henceforth.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, yes, there's my monstrosity. Just got banned on Twitch. It is a velociraptor with boobies that bite, with a penis that plays the banjo, with a dildo rocket launcher, and many guns on his arm.
That's
a self-portrait?
Essentially, yes.
Is that yep, penis that plays the banjo.
Gotcha. So, yeah,
We're going to have a special show at Dragon Con this year.
Yeah, it's penis that plays a banjo. Yeah, it's cool.
We're all gonna go to the ABC party, the Anything But Clothes party, and
we're also gonna go to the BDSM panel.
The BDSM panel after Night Attack, because that's a thing that always is.
Yeah, we just have to remember that we actually have our children with us this round, so it's going to be interesting.
They'll be in the hotel.
We just need to make sure they're asleep before we leave.
Yeah. What? We brought our children to a bar in Epcot that my son flashed the diamond symbol with jury, so
maybe was that 2 years ago or 3 years ago now?
That's fine.
That was last year. Yeah, that was CreateCon last year.
Was it? Oh my God, it was last year. Holy shit.
Yeah. So my children are obviously, very well versed in everything that I do, as can be seen with the speaking of CreateCon, the CreateCon Night Attack, where I forgot my children were in the audience, and I did my every time I get the opportunity to go on Don't Be Brodied and tell horrible stories, and then realizing my children are watching me, and I'm like, well,
and his son turns around and goes, "Daddy, that was a dirty story." You said a potty word.
Kids, telling it like it is.
Like, not even acknowledging the fact that he's talking about penises. He said fuck once during Don't Be Brody. And Aaron's like, you used a potty word.
They know.
Well, I get embarrassed when I see kids at the grocery store that recognize me. They're like, I know you. You fix the computers.
Yes, and I'm a human being, and I shop too.
I shop too. Right at this grocery store, even. More embarrassing if you work at the grocery store that the children come into. That would
2 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. So, Josh, Carrie, what did you think of Bears vs. Babies?
It was fun.
Right?
It was a good time. Real great.
I feel like to enjoy it to its fullest, I think that we need to get the deck shuffled a little bit more, because I had a lot of hands where I just couldn't play anything because I had all of one type of body part. So like all torsos or all legs. So once we get things a little bit more evenly distributed, I think it will be even more fun than it already was.
Absolutely.
Josh?
I mean, deck-based games are always a good time. That one was particularly entertaining simply because it had so much random, completely out there aspects to it.
Right.
And like it's one of those games where it can be as, intelligent and strategic, or as completely batshit insane as you want it to be.
Exactly. The only issue that I had with it
I can't say how I know, but I know what their next game is.
Oh.
Much it. That was a really dumb thing to say. I should have kept that to myself because I literally can't say it.
All right. We've actually had a pretty decent conversation on this show about NDAs and stuff like that, and saying things you're not supposed to say. So you're not the first person to say something that you're not supposed to say. You won't be the last.
It has nothing to do with me. It literally has nothing to do with me. I've never met those guys, but I do for a fact know what their next game is.
Jury just.
I'm gonna guess something absurd and card based.
I literally can't say anything. Just because,
I'm having a speculation. Complete opposite. It's the complete opposite.
Yeah, it's gonna be super serious and like a full out board game where it's like full 4-hour setup.
So like Monopoly?
Catan for the oatmeal.
Their own Warhammer.
Only if I can paint my own miniatures, damn it!
Oh no,
exactly.
Pre-painted miniatures. Everything needs to be painted, and you need to pay $700 a bottle.
Only a certain type of paint that they sell is allowed to be used.
They're that big. The paint bottles are that big.
Yep.
What do you think this is? An Apple product?
They could be.
Oh my god. So yeah, other than that, I have been incredibly busy and not at the same time because I could say this now because the dumbass did something public. The company that I was working for and wasn't went out of business, and he's a lying fucking jerkface. I don't care.
Who's actually working with another company now, and frankly,
at a place that is at a tattoo parlor that is reminiscent to that Texas story. Exactly.
Yes, that.
To the Texas tattoo story. He's working at a tattoo shop much akin to that one. So, all right. I was sent a big ass monitor, of which I'm currently on. BenQ Eye Care monitor. BenQ sent me this to review, and I am here thus for reviewing it. It is a gigantic 28-inch screen, which is a lot of space for those who are blind. It also does this really cool like low blue light thing and everything like that, and it is meant to be as good on your eyes as possible, and it does a very good job of doing that.
Nice.
It auto adjusts brightness and blue light based on the light around you, which is a little distracting when like Rachel comes in and turns on the kitchen light when I'm playing Overwatch and the screen's like, oh, there's too much light. I'm going to go real dim.
Oh, jeez.
Right?
What was that?
You can probably turn that off.
I'm sure I can. I mean, so far it's actually helped. Like, it does help relax the eyes and things like that. So it's only happened the once, and I did turn down the sensitivity of it. So I'm sure if I turn down the sensitivity to it all the way, it'll just shut off that auto sensing thing. But it helped. It helps a lot. The disadvantage of the monitor is it's expensive. It is $189 on Amazon. You can get it at geek-io.net/Amazon. There will be a link in the show notes to pick it up. But that's the only downside to it. Like, it has great screen real estate. It scales well. Like, I cannot confirm nor deny that I am building an Exodia deck right now on it. And like, there's a lot of real estate on the screen that I can use for other things. It's really fantastic.
But it's not like an ultra wide, right? Like where you can plug in.
No, it is a standard ass. No, it's a standard ass monitor. Like I said, it's just 28 inches, which is, I mean, bigger than my first couple.
Familiar with.
I wasn't going to say it. I didn't. Thank you.
It's big, unwieldy, and in the public a lot. What else can I say?
What more can I say?
Hey, there you go.
So yeah, I mean, if you're looking for a new monitor, especially if you have crappy eyesight like I do, this is definitely their worst purchase for $200.
Yeah, like that meth we had last week. Holy shit! I mean,
I know, and the random assortment of knockoff brand, whatever drug it was from earlier. There you go.
Fentanyl, yeah, Miami fentanyl, yes.
Miami fentanyl.
Which I'm surprised there's not a rapper yet called Miami fentanyl. Just putting that out there.
I was going to say, that sounds like a bad mission in a Grand Theft Auto game, but anyway.
There are good missions in Grand Theft Auto.
Or a Grand Theft Auto knockoff.
A GTA Vice City knockoff.
Right. So technically for Rachel's birthday, she bought Final Fantasy XII: The Zodiac Age, which is the remake for Final Fantasy XII, the International Edition, and HD upgrades to hell and back. And it looks real pretty, sounds real pretty. The voice acting is still the same voice actors, just redubbed their stuff, which is great.
So Fran still sounds hot as hell.
Yes. Balthier sounds hot too. Unfortunately, Vaughn still sounds like a whiny little girl, so there's that.
I mean, at least he's staying true to his character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that like the improvement that they did? Does it make it a little bit more playable?
Yes. It makes it actually infinitely more playable than the original Final Fantasy XII, which is one of my least favorite Final Fantasy games. The only one that I probably put below that is Final Fantasy 13-2, because they tried to put Pokemon in my Final Fantasy and it failed miserably.
How could that not work out?
You would think, but also it wasn't Square Enix who made that one. It was it was one of their.
Well, if you want Pokemon in your Final Fantasy, play World of Final Fantasy.
Yeah, World of Final Fantasy is fucking brilliant. Mm-hmm. It is one of the best games ever created. I think on Gamer Geeks I gave it an 11 out of 5.
Wow.
It is probably my favorite game. Like, it is so brilliant and amazing. I'm going to get into a further detailed review of Final Fantasy XII Sunday for Gamer Geeks. But yeah, it makes it playable. It puts it on par with Final Fantasy 15 for me. So good, enjoyable, far from the best. But it's worth your money.
I mean, yeah, it's not 6.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're never going to get 6 or World of Final Fantasy again. But
well, I mean, they could do 6 again, but they're focusing all those resources on a really worthless fucking Final Fantasy.
I'm so glad I'm not the only one who hates Final Fantasy VII. There is
it's really hard to respect a game where over half of the cast of playable characters was added last minute as an afterthought, and they all feel like afterthoughts because they realized they needed more characters than the 3 protagonists.
Yeah, then
Tits,
Cloud, Barrett,
Buff,
and
and Emo.
Yeah. I am on the How It Stacks episode for Final Fantasy VII, and I am not. Is
it because they couldn't wake up Budlong?
Exactly, and that was many years ago now, and I still get razzed by JD for absolutely shitting on that game.
I mean, that's better than it deserves.
Right? Zodiac Age is better than that. They replaced a lot of the stuff with it's not, you still have to deal with the license board, but it is class-based now. So it is actually focused on things that you should be working on and not, a random, I'm in this obvious warrior corner and then there's a magic up keeping me from getting one of my quickenings. So they fixed that and it works better. It's still irritating as all hell that I have to level up to equip a fucking leather hat.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will go in depth on it on Sunday. I've been trying to cook more. I've fallen in love with Japanese curry, and Rachel's fallen in love with me falling in love with Japanese curry.
Curry.
Curry. Season 2 and season 3 of Fully Curry.
Yes.
Because we need our anime, because when I start talking, I've got another anime to talk about.
We should just really create an anime podcast on this fucking network.
I mean, I'd be down.
Yeah, seriously.
Over a quarter of Gamer Geeks every single week is anime for some reason.
We'll just split it into 2 pieces. You can do Gamer Geeks and Anime Geeks. And then you can just record it all at once and release 2 episodes.
Right?
Voila.
Gamer Geeks and the Weekly Weeb.
Yeah. Which I think is what we've been
Is
calling.
that copyrighted already?
No, I think that's actually what we've been calling it, is the Weekly Weeb Corner. Weekly Weeb. I'm looking up.
Yeah, write that one down. I'm gonna write that one down too.
I'm on it. So yeah, it's Rachel's liking me cooking more, and me not working is giving me an opportunity to cook more. So, there's that benefit.
Always look on the bright side of life.
Rachel, we got an interesting thing. Rachel ordered off of Amazon hearts of palm spaghetti, and I'm not sure how that's going to taste. But
I like spaghetti.
Hopefully like spaghetti. We have fallen in love with chickpea spaghetti.
Pioneer Woman chicken spaghetti.
I don't watch her show, so I don't know.
But is it on her show?
Well, no, because the chicken spaghetti is like the easiest thing to do if you want to feed an entire army.
Yeah.
She's one of the few shows on Food Network I don't watch. I just cannot stand her.
Because she doesn't put enough butter into her meals.
Yeah, she's more racist than Paula Deen and doesn't cook as well.
Wow,
that's a bad combination.
That's a okay.
Now, CJ, tell us how you really feel.
Yeah, I know. Right? Just let us know.
Don't hold back now.
I've started turning into a San Franciscoite basically without being on the West Coast with my weird hipster food habits now. So,
hey, Melbourne's a place. You would enjoy deconstructed coffee.
Yeah, I haven't got down to deconstructed coffee yet. Okay, okay. Jerry, you live in the Bay Area, right? Is there deconstructed coffee there?
Oh, we're not getting anything from Justin.
Oh, what was that? What was
Must be muted. Oh, there he is.
I got a blip.
I got a blip. Blip. Blip, blip, blip.
Oh,
I've lost the radar, sir. What? I lost the radar, sir.
Drink.
Yeah.
What?
It's completely dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that.
It's dead, Jim.
Oh, he left.
Now you scared him off.
He's gonna reboot.
Do we want to jump to the next one?
Yeah.
Here it comes. Let's see.
I'll give you that.
What the fuck? There we go. Can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
Deconstructed coffee broke your internet connection. Oh no.
It was that damn coffee.
So yeah, Dale told us about a month and a half ago now. There's this thing in Australia called deconstructed coffee, and I can't think of a place more hipster than the Bay Area. So, is deconstructed coffee a thing there too?
Oh wait, here we go. It's coming in and out. I don't know what is happening with my audio here.
I wasn't going to say anything. You're doing the same thing, Justin. I thought it was me.
Wait, what?
You're fading in and out on our end too.
No, no. I can see my levels, but no, going. So we'll just go with that. No, deconstructed coffee. I have not heard of it. I do not know what it is.
It is the biggest.
It sounds like an abomination.
Yeah,
essentially, they give you a pour over to make on your own.
And the milk too.
I mean,
I go to a coffee shop so someone else can make my coffee.
Yeah, and then charge like $12 for it.
Yeah, you get charged $12 for a beaker of like an espresso shot, but they put it in an entire beaker because why not?
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, like, I would not be shocked to see that here, but there's no place that I know. None of the big like hipster ass coffee chains do that necessarily.
Oh, so you mean the ones that have 3 customers?
Yeah, right.
Because if it's a big chain, it's not hipster.
No.
No. See, yeah, that's the thing. They've evolved past that. So you got your like 4 barrels or your blue bottles that have. They're effectively a chain. They got like 9 different. Like they're in the stadium. Like for the Giants or whatever, but still they're hipster. They kept their cred. They're still on the streets.
Serving things out of light bulbs and shit like that.
Oh
yeah. Speaking of hipster places, Justin, are you planning on maybe doing the red door or the red phone booth again? I have the phone number for it that we can get into it.
It changes, doesn't it?
If they're still open, I really liked it last year.
They are. I know where to get the number from. I've already spoken to the guy, so.
Nice. Yeah, no, I thought that place was great. Really, the only thing that sucked was that they had just so recently opened that they hadn't really cracked how to keep the bar moving. So the bar was always a 45-minute wait.
Yeah, even now they released their 10 commandments essentially, and one of them was, you're not going to be out of here in 10 minutes. Don't think you are.
Well, sure, that's not the issue. I mean, because you want them to put time and effort into it, and I understand that. But at the same time, like, come on, like, then just put a few more beers on the thing, so I can just get a bottled beer every once in a while instead of having, the full shebang.
Right. So yeah, I missed out on it last year. I don't remember why I missed out on it last year, but I was I was stoked to try it this year. And I was talking when Bryce was on a couple of weeks ago. He's basically gave if you can get the number, we're going.
The reason going there is because I always stay at the Ritz-Carlton because you can get the same rate, but stay at the Ritz-Carlton, and always more toward my hotel, which is good. So if we all decide to hang out, it's easier for me to go home as opposed to going.
I need to remember to do something before we go out to the bar, and CJ and Jazz will understand what I mean. I need to
preload.
Yeah, reload. I need to reload something before I go to the bar for my chubby monkey.
I don't remember what that is. It's been a bit since we've been able to drink together, Dale.
I know. It's been like.
Don't forget your ID, man. Don't forget your ID.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm going with that.
Okay. Upside is we can get weeklyweave.net for $11.99 for a year.
TJ, you didn't go last year because Frank and Tummy was being a raging bitch.
All right, and I also just gotten so close, I had to be super careful with drinking that I didn't want to push it.
You were still not free to drink yet.
And that's where I came in completely hammered into our contender game.
Yep. Which for the record, drunk contender is best contender.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Drunk contender is just the best way to spend a night. Rachel, what have you been doing?
Today was my last day of summer school. Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, I taught all day with this. It was great. It was hysterical. strangely happy and sad at the same time. I had some really interesting kids. Almost done with school for the semester for myself, which means sleep is in my future.
No, it's not. We have children.
Sleep.
Fuck you, I'm gonna bring their asses to the Y and I'm coming home and going back to sleep. Kiss my ass. And I'm quite happily being an overduckling. I'm having way too much fun with Overwatch.
Yeah, I am training a group of newbies to eventually get up to a point where I can compete with Raul, and you know, but by training them, I'm getting better myself. So that there's a nice, pleasant side effect to it.
Guys, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I am going to have to make a graceful exit. So as always, I love you guys, and I will see you all. We are going to have an epic evening or 3 at DragonCon in, as I am aware, 50 days. So thanks for putting that on my radar.
It is happening. It's happening.
So much for having me. It always is an absolute pleasure. And for anybody listening, actionnewsgame.com. Head on over there. We're only 4 away from unlocking the 2000.com bust news card. So go ahead and check that out. That is over there at actionnewsgame.com.
3 away because I just backed.
There
3
you
away.
go.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 3 away. All right, guys.
2 on Friday.
You have a good one, Justin.
Bye.
Hey, man.
And he's gone.
You can give him a follow.
Okay, now we can start talking shit about him.
Justin R. Young on Twitter. And I'm glad he puts up with my bullshit. And I fucking love that man. He is like a brother to me, and I absolutely fucking love him for it.
I did really block. Go ahead.
He and I have a very weird relationship.
Clearly. And that's now on this show, well documented. So enjoy.
Yep. Part of mine and Justin's weird relationship is well documented on the show now. All right. So, Rachel, what else have you been up to?
That's honestly really about it. Yeah.
All right.
I have been busy with school and work, and obviously losing my voice really sucks. I'm on recall number like 5 right now, and I'm starting to get something. But no, Wednesday was my birthday. So yesterday, holy shit, my days are all together.
Hooray!
And I had some really awesome people make it a really good day after
A ding dong doodly doodly ding dong doo. A birthday, how do you do?
Just remember you live with me.
This cake is too a good thing.
All right.
It's actually Rachel's birthday. I'll allow it.
Because you know he's going to get his ass kicked when he gets off the podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm fully aware.
So,
I can still turn him all the way down. It's technically still not muting if I turn him all the way down. Go on.
Dale, that's why I love you.
Fuck off, Dale. God damn it.
Hey, hands are here. Hands are here. Hands are here. Hands are up. Hands are up. I am waving around. Hands are here.
I want to know what Jared's doing.
What I'm doing?
For like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
I know. I've been away for 3 weeks. This stuff.
Who's this guy again?
Gerard.
I am the pod fader.
Jared
Gerard.
Acevedo.
Hey, Gerard, what have you done today?
Well, been busy, but not with any interesting things. Mostly just adulting things. But Katie and I did sit down the other night and watch Footloose because neither one of us had ever seen it before.
The original or the remake?
The original. Come on.
Kevin
the remake.
Bacon.
The remake isn't bad. I'm just gonna put that out there. The
Alright.
remake is not terrible.
Alright. Okay.
Wait. Is the original good?
Yes. No.
I don't know. I don't know if it was a good movie, but it was a really entertaining movie.
It is
just the
fun. That's the reason
weirdest.
why it exists.
It's the weirdest movie. Like, is this real life? Is this supposed to be real life? Or is this
so what's a
satire?
quick,
I don't
It's
understand.
fantasy.
What's a quick synopsis of
No escape from
reality.
Yeah, give us a quick
This-
Twitter
this-
link review and also tweeto of Footloose.
All right, a Twitter length review. Footloose. Kevin Bacon thrusting and jumping through an abandoned warehouse. Need I
That
say
would
more?
be the original. Yes.
Wait, Kevin Bacon's still alive, right?
Yes.
Yes, he's still alive.
It's still alive.
Trust me, it would be international news if Kevin Bacon was dead.
After 2016, I don't blame him for checking.
When we had that Kevin Bacon conversation.
Because when I was younger, I used to get Kevin Bacon and Patrick Swayze confused.
Wait, Patrick Swayze.
How?
Patrick Swayze's been dead for a while, friend.
No.
We'll
When I
talk
was
about
younger, I got.
Although I do have an amusing anecdote about that.
Okay.
Is he dying? I'm confused. The show.
About Patrick Swayze being dead.
All right.
We can get to that in a little bit.
All right. Sure. Why not? Okay. Go on. I'm sorry.
And I'll give it 6.5, maybe 7. I'll give it 7 Tito's. I'll round it up to 7. It's an entertaining movie. I'm not sure why it's a classic, but actually I know why it's a classic, but man, it's all about the soundtrack,
Gotta
right?
cut loose.
Yeah.
Footloose. Kick off your Sunday.
off your
shift.
Pick up.
I know.
Ooh, Louis.
Ooh, Marie. Louise, my bad.
No, it's Ooey
Oh,
Marie.
hey
Shake
Dale,
it, shake it
Dale,
for
play
me.
that sound one more time. Play that sound one more time.
One more time, baby. All right.
You guys, I've figured out the mystery. I know the origination of that sound.
What is it?
It's when CJ sits on himself.
Oh!
Well fucking played!
Jared,
How long,
that's not
Jared?
too far from the truth.
Well,
How long were you sitting on that one?
He might
30
be a little
minutes.
bit
30
higher.
minutes. At least 30 minutes.
See, CJ can only sit on it for about 15 seconds.
It doesn't
Heyo.
have enough practice. But anyway, go on.
Rachel would know.
no, Dale. I'm not going to say this with jury on the show, but no, Dale. Sitting on other people's penises does not mean sitting on your own feels good.
Why
I
would
love
you
you,
say that
Jazz.
with Jerry on the show?
Hey, bastard.
Yeah, I know. I'm with Jazz here. Why would you say that when Jury was on the show?
I don't understand why you treat him like this delicate flower. I mean, I've listened to his show.
Have you listened?
Yeah, I've been on his show. I mean, look.
I know. You're like worried about embarrassing him. I don't understand. Can he be embarrassed? Is that a thing?
Yes. In fact, turns out a friend of his talking about his penis embarrassed at least gets him uncomfortable, which, you know, good for me.
Well, it gets me uncomfortable too.
Sure.
I always
Not
get
until the next time.
uncomfortable when my penis get
Not
bound
until
up
the
like
next time
that.
I'm in a room with CJ.
Jesus.
Oh, I forgot. I did a thing.
You did a thing.
My hair's
Go
pink.
ahead.
My hair's
Eric-
pink.
It is pink. I saw that on the Facebook.
Yeah, pink hair.
And my boss is okay with it. That made me happy. She's like, "You've got cotton candy for hair." I was like, "Yes, I do."
I'm sure the kids love it. It's for the kids, right?
Yes.
Oh, they think it's hysterical. They're like, "You dyed your hair." I'm like, "No, my hair's still alive, but it's pink."
Dad
No,
joke.
my hair's blonde, but it's pink. No, my
Oh.
hair is blonde. And they kind of stood there. And I looked at my coworker. I said, "So apparently my hair's pink." She goes, "I see nothing," and walks away.
Rachel's dying.
The kids were like, "Oh, wait, what?
We-
I don't understand. It's pink."
Ah,
So of
messing with
course
our
I did
children.
this for my birthday.
Best.
And yesterday, I did not have it pink for, yesterday. Or did I? No, I did.
Yeah,
I
you
did Tuesday night. So I said, okay, let's address the elephant in the room. And I said, an elephant in the room means that there's something very large and very obvious that has to be, we don't want to say something, but we want to say something. I said, okay, yes, there's an elephant in the room. We are all aware that it's my birthday and it's Hannah's birthday today. So let's just get out of the way. Happy birthday, Hannah. Completely ignoring the pink hair all day. They were so annoyed with me. So, yeah, I trolled my kids all day. I trolled them. It made me happy. That was my birthday present.
Trolling.
All right, now rest your voice, Rachel. Save it for the rest of the show. And that wasn't me trying to shut you up either. I'm genuinely concerned for your voice. I also finally watched the Good Dinosaur, which I had not seen, and a lot of people kind of crapped on that movie, and I don't understand why.
Definitely the all right dinosaur.
I thought it was perfectly fine. It was pretty good. It was way better than I was expecting. Maybe because I went in with low expectations. I was like,
is it better than Cars 2?
Anything is
yeah.
better than Cars 2.
Well, that's a low bar. Can't you do better than that?
History has to be. Cars 3 is probably better than Cars 2.
Right?
I hear okay things about Cars 3. But it's a Western with dinosaurs. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, the Texan Tyrannosauri were my favorite.
Yeah. Including Chris Elliott voicing a dinosaur. It's a Western with dinosaurs. Come on.
I'm not a Western.
The thing galloped along. It was great.
It was awesome.
I really I sat down. My kids were like, "I want to watch a dinosaur movie." I was like, "Yeah, okay, fine, sure, we'll watch it." It's like, this is good. Why did everybody crap on this movie? This is a fine movie.
What did you watch it on? Netflix, Hulu,
Amazon. It was part of my Star subscription that expired yesterday, so I don't have that anymore. But we were trying to watch all the movies we could before that expired.
I think Good Dinosaur's on Netflix.
It is on Netflix too, yes.
Okay.
What is?
Good Dinosaur.
Good Dinosaur.
Is it? No. Well,
Yeah.
if it is on Netflix,
Most Disney movies are on Netflix now. At least the new one.
How long? Well, Disney already has their own streaming service, but how long before they just buy Netflix?
I've actually heard rumors of and heard rumors of that beginning to be a thing.
it wouldn't surprise me. Disney has to own everything eventually, right?
Yep, essentially.
All forms of entertainment must come from the mouse.
I don't think most people realize that they own ESPN.
No, they don't. That's why I laugh when Dude Bro shit on Disney. Like,
you guys are Disney fans. You just don't know it.
Exactly.
Yeah, you don't know.
Just like all the fantasy football players who bash on D&D players. It's like, guys.
And the ESPN, very fun to run through. Let me tell you, very fun to run through. You get the greatest hits. It's great.
So watch The Good Dinosaur. It's a good movie. I give it 8 Tito's. The Good Dinosaur. It's better than what you think it is. Even Western with that.
It honestly is a really adorable movie.
It's very cute. It's super cute.
It's a lot of fun.
I mean, a little tropey.
That's why I call it the all right dinosaur.
Yeah. But and like the vistas and stuff, like the backgrounds, the animation, the clouds and the water and the mountains. Holy crap!
Oh, it's a Pixar movie.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. Then
Didn't
The
The Good
characters
Dinosaur
themselves
come
are
out the
kinda
same
weird, but-
year as Inside Out?
no.
Yes. They came out
It
the
was
same
the
year
year
as something that totally overshadowed it.
It was the year after because Pixar only releases one movie a year.
No, because it was weird that they released 2 in 1 year. I think it was Inside Out.
2015, The Good Dinosaur came out. Did it come out?
I'm pretty sure
as
they were
BFG? When did BFG?
Oh, Finding Dory. Finding Dory was the one that came out. That's what overshadowed.
Oh yeah,
Anyway.
because they put all the marketing in Finding Dory.
Because that's where the money is.
Because they're not
Nostalgia.
dumb. And aside from that, mostly just watching British people cook things, baking, screaming and cooking in kitchens and what have you, because I don't know. Like,
I mean, does
I've
screaming in
been-
the kitchen really work?
Yes, it
apparently.
does.
Yes.
Yeah, it does actually. It makes the oven hot, apparently. You just blow your steam into it. Great.
You suck at eggs. You can't cook eggs. Shut up.
Yeah, but what's crazy is that when you see those chefs cook, they're like the calmest people.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
When you see like Gordon Ramsay, when he's cooking something on his own, like he's not a part of a competition, he's like calm throughout the whole thing. He's just like so concentrated.
Even
Well,
on like
that's because it's kind of a character, basically.
yeah, even when he's on like
Kind of?
kitchen reviews and stuff, and they show him cooking like the new menu items, he's even calm in that situation, and that show is basically based around him screaming at people.
Well,
When
I mean,
you
like,
address him with respect on Kitchen Nightmares, he addresses you calmly.
right.
Well.
Well, that's if you're not an idiot and decide
Also,
to buy.
if you see him like doing anything with kids or anything like that, that's probably closer to the real Gordon Ramsay.
Because I think he did
Yeah.
fried chicken with his son once. I've seen that.
The sweetest thing that I ever watched was a BBC Christmas special with him cooking Christmas dinner with his family, including his mom, and it was the sweetest thing I'd ever seen.
I bet. No.
He is a legitimately sweet man when he's not screaming at people.
Yeah, and the Great British Baking Show and the spin-off thing, the Great British Baking Masterclass. I'm watching so much of that with Katie because I don't know. It's the most relaxing and wonderful thing to watch ever. I'm just like, everything's okay with the world when I'm watching British people bake things. So pleasant. It's like, yes, I would like to bake a Swedish princess cake. Tell me more.
Somehow I can see
Anyway.
you doing that.
No, Katie really.
I thought
wants
you
to
were just
bake a
going to leave it
Swedish
off as
princess
Swedish
cake.
princess, and I thought I was going to start yelling at you. Yes, I would love to cook a Swedish princess.
Well, yeah. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but Josh
He
had
said
promised
bake
us
a
story
Swedish
of some
princess.
sort. So, what have you been up to?
I'm sorry, was that a pass off for the anecdote there?
Yeah,
It was. I thought I teed it up pretty well, but I guess not. Maybe it wasn't clear.
You did, but I think I was the only one who was paying attention enough to catch it.
That's good because it's your turn next.
Because I do have
I
an
caught-
amusing Patrick Swayze anecdote.
Mhm.
I used to live up in Ohio, in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I worked at a Circle K at the time, doing the graveyard shift, which is why I still don't have a common conception of a regular sleep schedule, even some 10 years later.
Yeesh.
Because when you work at a Circle K in the middle of fucking nowhere on the graveyard shift, you run out of things to do real damn fast. And so when I was done with my work for the evening and I literally had nothing else to do with nobody to wait on and all of my chores accomplished for the night, I would peruse the magazine rack that was in the store.
Sure, as you do.
Now, you could tell this was the middle of fucking nowhere because of some of the magazine selection. You had your High Times, you had your Off-Road Trucking, you had your Cosmopolitan, and I'll reiterate that because I snuck it in first. High Times, the pot magazine. It was routinely great for a laugh. It never failed. We were always a couple of months ahead of what actual month it was and what issue was out. So it was, I want to say, mid to late August. And I'm sitting there reading the December issue of High Times magazine.
Oh.
And this was right after Patrick Swayze had passed away. And there was this blurb in good old High Times magazine about how Patrick Swayze was using medical cannabis to combat the symptoms of his pancreatic cancer. And I'm like, wow, medical must be really great shit. Not only did it bring Patrick Swayze back from the dead, but it cured his cancer.
Oh.
Oh.
That's horrible.
Oh.
Well, I thought I lived in the middle of nowhere.
No, there are places in Ohio that
Ohio's pretty
honestly
bad.
worse. Yeah, you sweet summer child. It gets real bad in Ohio in certain places.
So yeah, that's my music Patrick Swayze anecdote, because like I know these guys, they're running a pro pop propaganda magazine, and they're probably baked out of their minds every time they're writing, editing, anything like that for said magazine. But you would think something like a major beloved actor dying of a disease that he was publicly battling for so long would, cause them to do a little more editing.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh man, it's cool. It's cool.
He's
Go
all
to
right.
print. It's all right. It's cool.
Man, it's really
So,
good.
Let's go to Waffle House.
pass that shit.
Let's go to Pancake Parlor.
No, to the left, to the left.
Let's go to Taco Bell, man. Got that hot sauce.
Why do we all have a stoner voice?
That's
Come on,
good.
man.
It's so
Talk about
ingrained
it.
in us now that
No, dude.
Yeah, Rachel do the stoner voices.
actually you can pretty much place that directly on Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
There
Like
you go.
you know,
Pretty much.
that our stoner voices are literally all Matthew McConaughey.
All right.
Actually, I tend to try to base mine a little bit on Mitch Hedberg, but that's just because I love Mitch Hedberg.
Fair.
Very fair.
Smokey the Bear,
Yes.
Smack at the Frog.
Wait, these aren't euphemisms for what happened earlier, are they? Okay.
No.
Gotcha.
But outside of that, been playing Overwatch and Hearthstone again because someone was demanding I play Overwatch, and I caved in because that's what I do. Considering my original apprehensions of the game triggering my horrible motion sickness problems were unfounded, so I can actually play it with other people.
Nailed it.
And the version of Overwatch that I purchased came with free stuff for other Blizzard games, and I was already playing Hearthstone way back in the day, so might as well get some free shit for that.
Right.
Man, playing
And
Hearthstone
so that's
back
been
in the
entertaining.
day. That's crazy that I remember when that game came out. Back in my day, we only had one set.
Right. Outside
Also,
of that,
actual cards too. You got to take that into consideration. Back in my day, we played with actual cards.
still playing League of Legends, unfortunately. Their newest champion just came out. He's the Shadow Reaper. He's a guy with spiky black hair and a gigantic scythe that's trying to take over his soul. And depending on whether he hits a melee or a ranged champion, he either turns into a giant monstrosity or an edgelord.
Die.
And I'm waiting to see how fast he gets nerfed, because that bitch can walk through walls.
Jesus.
Nice.
Literally, one of his basic abilities, he can walk through any wall on the map outside of the actual borders to the map itself. I'm sure you probably could at one point in time in the beta, but that was swiftly fixed because that would have been hilarious.
What about player walls, like when they throw up a barricade or something?
I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me. Because his whole thing is being able to come at you from pretty much any angle. So, other than that, not a whole lot. Been working a lot. Finally went to see my chiropractor today, which was amazing.
Oh my God. Going to a chiropractor for the first time like 2 years ago because I torqued my back, and oh my God, why aren't there more chiropractors?
Right. It feels so good.
And then when he finally when you finally hear that one pop, and you're like
the one that you just feel resonate through your entire body.
Yeah,
that perfect sublime crunch.
Exactly.
Yeah, And he's actually surprised when he was looking at my X-rays. It's like, wow, your back is actually really good for someone who's your size. Because he kind of expects my back.
Thanks.
No. Well, for me, because I'm 6'1", 6'2", and heavy set, and he's like expecting my back to be like curved one way or the other, but no.
And no,
You've
honestly,
got good posture.
Josh, coming from someone who was a whole lot heavier at some point, I have doctors who now look at my scans and go, "You've got a little bit of curve here. Do you know about this?" I'm like, I used to be 400 pounds. If my back curves there a little bit, it's probably because I used to be hunched over all the time. Like, I'm 6'1", I'm 6 foot tall. Female, don't like my height very much sometimes. And I used to be 400 pounds, and they kind of go, "Oh," I said, "and boobs weigh it down."
Oh yeah, and the boobs. You gotta
and boobs.
Jomon is filling in your butt fuck nowhere in Diamond Chat. By the way, Ohio is devoid of nowhere.
Ohio is devoid of nowhere.
Where at in Ohio were you talking about?
Oh, I was living in Chardon, which is middle of nowhere, and as an added bonus, averages more snowfall a year than Nome, Alaska.
Oh, ouch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can keep that.
I had a 19-hour shift one night because everyone else got snowed in.
Yeah,
and they wouldn't let me close the store.
Yeah,
I wasn't allowed to leave. We had nobody coming in because everybody was snowed in.
Actually,
I worked from like 10 p.m. at night until 5 p.m. the next day, and I was kind of delirious.
I had a similar sort of shift when we had a tropical storm. All the roads were closed, so I couldn't leave. So it's like I was trapped here. There was a tropical storm going on outside, and then we get news alerts. Oh, all the roads are blocked, exiting where we have to go. It's like, oh, okay, so I'm trapped here. Fun.
Well, at least you're trapped in the grocery store, right?
This is true.
I feel like I'm the only one of us that has a sane employer who, when my housemates text me saying my neighborhood is starting to flood, my boss tells me, "Go home while you can still get there."
Yeah, no, especially in Ohio, they don't give a fuck about that. Like, Jomon is
3 feet of snow on the ground. You can make it.
It's fine.
Wapakoneta is where Jomon is from. He's feeling our pain in chat. Yeah, it gets in Ohio, like 0 Fs are given about any of those things. Like I worked downtown Columbus for a collection agency, and we had one of the worst blizzards on record back in like 2004, 2005. And yeah, instead of letting us leave when the level 2 snow emergency was declared, no, we're just going to have you keep calling people.
Yeah,
because now it's late enough that we can call Hawaii.
Well, they're not going to be having snow problems in Hawaii.
No.
Probably not.
Why do employers treat their employees like shit?
Because they're allowed to.
Yep.
It's because, okay, I'm going to say this knowing that I'll probably get kicked back for it from somewhere. Because in retail and in customer service, it's about the customer. And who gives a fuck about the employees? Because you know what? You're not buying from us because your bitch ass is working right now. We're paying your ass to be here. You're going to be here.
And particularly when there are like 2 or more big box corporate stores in the same shopping complex too. It's all about the competition element as well.
Yep.
So there is that. But we weren't even open during the tropical storm because the warning was that severe that everything was closed. But anyway, go on.
Just in case. I mean, there was potential money to make there.
Yeah.
Oh, I raked it in that day. Don't you worry about that. I claimed.
A genuine question here. Tropical storms, are they cyclones there or hurricanes when they get
They
big?
are cyclones. They are cyclones. We weren't in the brunt of it, so basically all we got was...
Gotcha. I just genuinely, I didn't know where that dissemination was, if that was where the cyclone / hurricane dissemination was. Apparently, it's the International Dateline.
That or the equator. I thought it was the equator.
No, because Japan has cyclones too in their northern hemisphere.
True.
So I guess East and North Hemisphere?
I mean, it could be an East-West hemisphere thing.
West, not East and North. No, that wouldn't make it.
North Hemisphere.
North and East. International Dateline would make sense because that's probably where the water spin thing happens too.
Yeah.
Is that just a myth?
No. CJ and I tried this.
Yeah, we did.
We actually tried this after I figured out how to turn the shower on, but that's a whole other story. But anyway.
Oh, and we have a new one for you to figure out now, too. It'll be a great one.
Did we tell that story on the show? I swear we told that story on the show.
Yes. We told the story of you not knowing how to work a shower.
And then I came out like not even a minute later, and he's just like, "That was quick." I went,
"Yeah, like that's the quickest shower I've ever seen somebody take, especially off of a plane."
That you've been on for 30 to turn it on. Which is
so what kind do you have? Do you have the single knob?
No, it was the double knob, but apparently that's what confused Dale.
Oh, ours has a double knob or a double lever and a thing on the faucet itself that you have to pull.
Jesus.
I'm getting a headache already just thinking about it.
Dale is very particular about his showering.
Don't go to Japan, Dale.
Can you
because
sit
the toilets.
on your own knobs? That's the important question. Can you sit on your own knobs? That's what we really need to know here on the Geek show.
As discussed, yes. Turns out you can.
Just yes. But we have actual taps here, like normal people. You turn on a tap and the water comes out. It's fine.
Okay, Google, turn shower on, Joe wants.
Okay. Okay. I know the show's not going to be called that, but boy, I want it to be. But anyway, move on. Okay, Google, sit on my own knobs. Got it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, well.
Like you do.
Whose
Like you
turn
do.
even was it? Josh's, I think.
We've kind of got off the rails at this point.
Yeah,
I know,
we're
right?
this is a show. We're not doing a second half of the show, you guys.
Yeah, it's almost midnight. It's cool.
We're running long.
I'm not gonna cry. Jury kind of does that to shows. It's cool.
Yeah, every show Jury's on. Pretty much anybody from the Night Attack world makes our shows long run. What? Long run? Well, fuck. Alcohol.
Oh, okay.
Run long.
Carrie, what have you been up to?
Make our long shows.
Josh and I went to see Spider-Man this weekend.
Woo!
It was awesome. No spoilers. No spoilers. I will say, in my opinion, the best portrayal of Peter Parker so far. In my opinion, I respect other people's preference, but but yeah, really damn good movie. Found out that I am. What?
What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, no, I'm moving on from Spider-Man, so if you have something to say, say it now.
Best after credit scene ever.
We're saving when we're doing that show.
We're doing it anyway.
Just don't skip this one. Found out that I am allowed to say what I'm in the Gamma proofread for. So, and it started this week. So I, in addition to being on Geek.io family, I am also on the staff of the 17th Shard, which is the official fan site for Brandon Sanderson, the popular fantasy author. I get to participate in proofreading his next novel, which is Oathbringer, the third volume of the Stormlight Archive. I'm guessing you know who that is. Given by your face.
I got distracted by Josh's picture. Sorry. Go on.
Okay. But yeah. Really damn good. And that's all I'm allowed to say. But yes, I am allowed to say who I am proofreading for and what it is. And yeah, just backed this really awesome looking game on Kickstarter called Action News. You guys should check it out.
And where can we find that again? ActionNewsGame.com?
I think it's just Action News.
It's actionnewsgame.com or search Kickstarter for Action News.
What I did.
Also, Action News game.com.
I think I just Googled Action News and the Kickstarter came right up.
Yeah, it's very him and John Teasdale and them did a freaking great job with making it so making
3 hours. Jury mentioned that. But yeah, it funded in 3 hours. I don't think Jury mentioned that while it was on the show.
3 hours is what it funded in.
Yeah. And I bet you he's going to have a lot of lessons learned from the Contender.
Yeah, oh yeah. By the way, let's not discount ContenderGame.com.
And yeah, I mean, like for the budget conscious tabletop gamer, like a lot of tabletop games these days run between $50 and $100, which is not doable for a lot of families. The base version of this game, which is what I pledged, is $25.
Yeah.
For a really
it's great.
Yeah, as long as you don't get the expansion, you can play it with kids.
I mean, depends on your children. Like mine probably will not have an issue with that. I mean, yeah, that's something that I love about the Contender is it can be played with all ages as long as you can explain the rules to them. And also those kind of games are something. I was going to say my one issue that I have with Bears versus Babies. I'm not really into competitive games right now. It's not where my headspace is. So like while Bears versus Babies is fun, like picking up the Contender, while yes, technically a competitive game, but it's a party game where you're just having the fun, where you're having a blast. It's like Cards Against Humanity. Like I freaking love a mildly competitive, but mostly just having a blast with your family game. And apparently that's what Action News is. And I cannot wait to get that review deck that apparently I'm getting.
Yeah, and it's absurdist humor, which is always fun.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost like the best games are the ones where everything's made up and the points don't matter.
Exactly.
Yay, I love that show.
Whose line was that again?
I understood that reference.
Congratulations.
On my turn, but go on.
A new one came out. A new Whose Line Is It Anyway? I haven't watched it yet, but it's
Tyra Banks, right?
Yeah, I've not heard great things.
It's okay.
I mean, okay is better than what I was expecting.
There you go. Anything else, Carrie?
That's been about it. I mean, Oathbringer's been kind of taking up most of my free time. Played a little bit of Overwatch. Really enjoy Mercy. Yay.
Yeah, another one of my overducklings.
Quack.
Tune in Sunday. We're gonna do some overduckling on stream. So.
Okay. I was about to say I don't understand the quack reference. Go on.
It's a Dragon Ball Z Bridge thing. It's Krillin in that when he gets super scared, he can't control himself from talking. So instead of yelling out their plans to everybody, he just goes quack.
Space duck. Quack.
Yeah, because he's trying to hide and pretend that he's a space duck.
Yes. And Android 16 loves him because birds.
Wow. Sorry.
What the ever-living shit was that?
That's called Dale really messing everything up. Tune in next week. Sundays.
Sounded like a duck remix of a DDR song.
Sunday,
It was clearly just the cousin of Neon Cat, Desu Duck.
Desu Duck.
Desu Duck.
Desu Duck.
I don't know what that was.
Desu Duck.
Somebody who's
called
skilled in animation.
Duck Step.
Duck Step. Duck Step. No.
Thank you, Joe Man. I appreciate it.
That's getting.
Jotmon, my favorite champion level Digimon.
How come I'm not seeing the chat? That's weird.
It's in
Neither am I.
Diamond Club chat on IRC.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Diamond TV. There you go.
Okay.
All right, gotcha. Sorry, I don't know what happened. That was me not muting things. I wanted to picture.
Who's next?
Who has not gone?
I think it was around myself. I think.
right, go for it.
I
The
don't know
one
you're
who was
talking
just
to.
speaking, go for it.
Okay, all right. I think me stuffing
It's-
everything up. CJ in a hysterical laugh.
It's me or him. Go for it.
Well, no, because Dale actually responded to me, so Dale goes.
Seems good.
Okay. All right. So, apart from me trying to find adorable duck pictures and having it go terribly wrong, which apparently is a thing that I do now.
No, keep that link because that needs to go on the soundboard.
Right?
It's gone now. But no, I can get.
Control Shift T, it will come back.
Do we need it to come back though?
Yes.
Do we come back there? Jesus. Well,
that was
I can't stand that.
Hold on. You want to get everybody to stop listening to us? Dale, do it again.
There's a doodly-doo, a ding-dong-doo.
I hate you so much right now.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, Dale Campbell is now retiring from podcasting. Thank you very much. Good night.
Clearly, it's the witching hour.
It is.
It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Everybody's getting rid of
The alcohol started to kick in real hard right now.
2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm 200% sober. So I don't understand.
So if that's then you
What the
use
hell?
alcohol to
I don't know, Joe Bud. I have no fucking clue what happened to this show.
Someone,
CJ happened to it. That's my answer, and I'm sticking to it. CJ happened.
No,
I think my dick and I sat on it. There, are we happy?
Okay.
Okay. No, let's just. I've had a really rough week. I don't really want to talk about it on the internet. Yeah, I've had a really. This show is just. I apologize for my strange mood, but anyway. But apart from that, I've been doing boring adult stuff. You know, it's tax season here in the land down under, so getting all that finalized before I head off. So I'll have a little bit of extra pocket money, which is always nice.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get more than $16 like I did last year. So there you go.
Hey, that's 2 cups of coffee.
Harsh.
Yeah, last year was a bit of a hot mess, but this year I've done better for myself. That's a weird thing to say out loud. But anyway, 45 days to go until I depart, which I had this realization this week whilst doing stuff for it. I depart Sydney at 12:30 in the afternoon, arrived in Dallas at 1 p.m. the same day.
Because
let's do the time warp again.
Hey, it's not as bad as last time. I arrived in Florida before I departed in Australia.
Yeah, right.
So that was
That's
weird.
when you know you're traveling right.
Mm-hmm. Literally, I think. Or am I going left? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. And then no, that's not the answer. The answer is. that is the answer. But also, someone has gone on parental leave, and I'm filling in for them at work. And kind of, what has happened to Raoul's camera? I don't understand.
The hell?
Anyway, moving on.
Got all the logos.
Geek. This show is completely off the fucking road right now, you guys.
This show has gone so long. It's now it's Sunday night. There you go. Plus, it's Gaming Geeks because it's Sunday night. Anyway, yes. So I'm back working all the time, and I have to make time for Disney games because I still have 14 Disney games to play that I got on the Steam. It goes for $28. Still have to play all 14 games. Extra Life is a thing, right? Extra
Yes.
Life.
Yeah, there you go.
It's the Triple D 24
Extra
hour.
Life, also known as clean out Dale's backlog.
Right?
Yeah,
Wait.
like he's gonna be the only one doing that.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
no. It is definitely a Jesus, what can I stand to play for multiple hours kind of thing.
Right?
Well, you start with Faster Than Light.
Yes. No, you just play the Donkey Kong
Wait
rap.
until the rage consumes you.
Whilst you find out the stuff, just play Donkey Kong Country.
When you need to really, really like just catch your second wind, you just completely zone out by failing at Super Hexagon, but it doesn't matter because the music is awesome.
She's robot-y too. She's robot-y for other people too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I hear it perfectly.
That's right. We were supposed to.
Bro, what have you been
Okay, I have been doing.
Show to bed.
Yes.
Please go.
I have been doing a lot, but not really. Kind of like you, CJ. Super busy.
Computers.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, because
Stop punching computers because it's bad.
yes, very bad. Okay, so work. Rewatching Assassination Classroom because we need an anime fix.
Because you hate yourself.
And it's just
You
it's
could be
not because
watching
it's bad.
better anime is the thing. I mean,
Ooh, snap.
Not a fan of Assassination Classroom, I see.
I mean, it was all right. I only watched a couple episodes of it.
No, you have to
Yeah.
watch it to completion. It is one of those ones that you have to complete.
My boss at work, holy crap, the puns. We had a program called Splash, and we went to go pick up the technology, so he named it Mopping Up Splash.
What?
The project name. And then he says, for us to redistribute the technology to where we borrowed it from, we're wringing out the mop.
Ay,
All should be fired. Just saying.
Did
No,
you, did you
that's
like respond with this?
That has got to be like a remix of a fighting game song because it sounds like a fighting game song.
it does. And Game of Thrones starts this Sunday.
I know, right?
Da, 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 da. Who's gonna die this time? Somebody's gonna die because Game of Thrones, and people don't live long because Game of Thrones.
I'm glad though. The one thing I love about this is I'm kind of glad that the show outpaced the books, because I am so happy that I don't know what's coming up anymore, and minus a couple people that have been spoiled for me that I already know at least their names. So I'm glad that I'm not.
Now the book people can't act all smug that they know what's going to happen.
I was more
Oh, you
frustrated.
didn't read the books.
As a person who, well, yes, I read the books. It was more frustrating, like people making these comments and me. I mean, you've seen my frustration with trying not to spoil anything on Persona. Like, it is hard for me to want to have a conversation with somebody if I can't have a conversation on the same level as them.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, so I liked that gray dog in the first episode. Oh, that gray dog is going to die horribly, but I can't say anything.
Spoiler.
No, he's making a point.
But, you telling me that you love that gray dog and, like, me wincing gets people upset. And, like the tiptoe dance that we did last week with Persona 5 with Carrie, like, it's frustrating. And I'm glad that I don't have anything that I can't, like, wince when somebody's like, oh, I love the gray dog. And I wince and they're like, oh, no, the gray dog's going to die, isn't it? No.
But
that just reminds me of when myself, my sister, and a friend of ours went and saw a production of Les Mis.
Yeah.
And they were both veterans to the franchise, had seen it multiple times, different productions, yada, yada, yada. I knew it existed. I knew like a couple of snippets of 1 or 2 songs from the production. I'd never seen it before. The small, adorable, plucky child is introduced. I really like this guy. He's gonna
Sorry.
die horribly, isn't he?
Yeah, CJ's got random stuff.
Blame Dope Mod. He linked it. Extended Sparta remix. Quack.
Oh God, make it stop.
Nope. Nope. It's gonna be this all night long.
Jarrett,
It's really adorable duck on my screen. Go ahead.
adorable duck is adorable. But yeah, Jared's starting to crack over there.
He's starting to quack up.
Exactly.
Time to try.
Oh, there it is. And now the dad jokes have started.
Well, I mean, they fit the bill.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh God. Oh God, it's getting worse.
All right, Raul. Other than putting yourself into depression for watching Assassination Classroom again, what have you? What else have you been doing other than punching monitors?
What is going on? What is happening to my computer? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, I'll continue.
Sorry. I've progressed a little bit further in Persona 5. So that's going to be my Friday after my Friday. That's going to be
Grey Dog dies. Spoilers.
Oh, wow.
Dang it.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Quick update. Carrie, where are you at right now?
I had to check and see if I was still muted. I am at the same place I left off at because
You're super crackly, Carrie.
Quackily. She's super quackily.
Exactly.
So you're at the just ended the bank, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right.
Or no,
That's pretty.
Yeah, I just ended the thing.
Ah.
So yeah, no spoilers.
I'm good. Yeah. Oh my God.
All right. I think that's the time that we just go ahead and wrap this thing up. Sorry, Raul.
No. That's fine. I'm all done.
All right. You can listen to us live Thursdays at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, Fridays at 12 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time, geek-io.net/live, tunein.in, alphageekradio.com, and still diamondclub.tv. I don't know what's happening with that. Also, hashtag Hail Muffin.
Hail Muffin. Hashtag Hail Muffin.
Hail Muffin. Just fucking seriously. Sergeant Muffin is just the best person in the world, and it's sad that he's stepping down, but I understand being yanked in many different directions. The time that we've spent on diamondclub.tv has just been an absolute pleasure, and if that ends, then so be it. The pleasure was had, and thank you so much for this opportunity. You can get a hold of us at geekioshow@gmail.com, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, pretty much anything is /Geek.io show. If you want to call, leave us a voicemail, 727-489-4335. That is 727
You never answer the phone.
I know.
You never answer the phone.
I'll log into the Google Voice account that is through, and one day, and I will just open up the lines and actually take calls.
There you go.
That's not tonight, or it will. We'll go on for 3 more hours. Joe Mon, you can call it.
Let's go for 3 more hours. Why not?
Yeah, that'll be part of Extra Life.
You're right.
Yeah, that's our gaming break.
That actually is probably what will happen. We'll do something big for that. We'll open up the lines pretty much all day. You can support us, everything that we do, this show, the Twitch stream, everything that we do over patreon.com/geekio, patreon.com/geekio. One again, thank you, Justin Robert Young, for coming on the show one more time. actionnewsgame.com, twitter.com/justinryoung, and jurytalks.com and bonerwars.com. And of course, nightattack.tv. Yeah, bonerwars.com is the politics podcast site.
Ah.
I'm not joking. It's a thing.
That's what that is. That's what the reference was earlier.
I really need one more backer to unlock that stretch goal. Just saying.
Seriously.
Jared,
do it.
Do the thing. Next week on the Geek.io show, we're doing a rant and review of Spider-Man: Homecoming. Yay! A good movie.
He wouldn't
Gotta
go
try
with
and
me.
watch
I was
that this
sad.
weekend.
Who would? Oh,
He's a real
oh,
jerk.
okay, I get it. Sorry, took me a second.
Wow, even the dad jokes are taking a while to sink in.
Get those ducks out of your ears. Just
That's because ducks float.
The Summer Movie SmackDown Update.
Speaking of the rules are all made up and the points don't matter, it's the Summer Movie SmackDown Update. This is week 12. We're getting way down to the line here, you guys. Ending their run, Baby Driver has driven off the cliff, ending its run on Wednesday. That's Charles's wild card. The house is closed, and Despicable Me 3 has... or something, I don't...
That's quite away. I'm confused.
Entering its second week, Spider-Man: Homecoming.
I've heard
And
of it.
opening this week is Rachel's weekend. She only gets this be able to have 2 movies because it's a wild card. Rachel is Wish Upon, and also War of the Planet of the Apes. One of those movies will make money.
Or Wishing
The
Upon
other is Wish
War of the Planet of the Apes. There you go. Combine the 2 movies.
The other is Wish Upon. So our standings as they currently stand. First place, once again, in his 4th week at number 1, Charles McFall, $36.5 million. I am in second place. Literally nothing has changed, you guys, just the numbers. I am in second place with $20.7 million. I spent 2 weeks at number 1. Raul's in third place, $15.6 million. Dale's in 4th place with $12.7, and Rachel is in 5th with $2.5 million.
Fuck you, I'm
Charles
winning by
way out
golf
in front.
rules.
But he's about to be locked in because he has nothing if Spider-Man ends. So we'll see how
before
it
that-
all plays out.
Yeah, right. Before that, to yank or sit on your own dick? That is the question. Lube or no lube? Left or right hand? Kleenex or paper towel? These questions and more answered on next week's Geek IO show.
Oh
Thank
my.
you, Jopon, you brilliant bastard.
Why do I have to follow that up?
This,
Damn it.
Because the aftercare is important, Raul.
You're right.
Okay. All right. So this week on the Geek IO network, Neil's life of an accounting droid has sadly left the network, but we send you all the love to him and all of his endeavors. Make sure you check out his Patreon at patreon.com/PATELN01.
Yep.
Generic Live Show celebrates what? Okay, go ahead.
It's all well and good. He and I were still friends. Everything is great. He's a great
No, yeah,
person.
Neil's fantastic. So go
He
over
wants to
there.
go and do his own thing, which I can completely respect. You don't want to have your boss being a huge dick, and when that starts happening, you just gotta leave.
Yeah. Generic Live Show celebrates the show about nothing's birthday.
Seinfeld, yay!
Gamer Geeks talks Hearthstone, CJ hating Ninja Gaiden,
Yay.
frustrations of playing board games with kids, and more.
Ninja Gaiden
Ooh.
sucks, you guys.
And anime.
And anime.
And anime. Wait, did we talk? I don't think we actually talked anime on this last episode.
You did. I was there. It annoyed me.
I'm sure you did. I didn't hear it, but I'm willing to bet money that you talked about anime.
What's the over and under on Gamer Geeks?
Oh, it's like 90% chance that we did talk about it. I just don't remember.
Holy crap, we have a lot of show candidates.
A lot of show titles, you guys.
Funny, we go for 3 hours and we get a lot of show titles.
It's a lot of show, so you got a lot of show titles.
A lot of
That
show
works.
for a lot of show titles. Do I read it? I'm stuck with all the dick. All right, these are the show title candidates for.
I mean, don't act so upset about it.
I know. I'm really upset that I'm going to have to read Dick over and over and over again.
I mean, you've done worse to Dick, I'm sure.
I'm sure I have. I'm not going to lie. I
better.
remember half of it, but yeah, sure.
I need to go to bed with the titles.
Hey, now that I have Saturday nights off. But anyway, moving on. Boo-ray!
Boo-ray!
Hooray! That was my favorite video format. I was going to go, but birthday song happened. We are not growing, we are expanding. Geek.io is the Wu-Tang clan of podcasts. I kind of like trolls. If I made 9 people shut up, I could make everyone shut up. They will remain nameless at the bottom of this Google Hangout. I kind of like that. 30 pounds equals 1 inch. Big Dickville. Flop around like a fat man does. I kind of like that. Flop on a chair. 4 conventions and an Australian. Still better than Sausage Party. Your boss is a big dick. You're super hot on Preacher. Fireballs everywhere. The ice cream of politics. The people come up to me with chocolate around their mouths. Something like that also. Penis that plays the banjo. Knock off GTA game. You've got Pokemon in My Final Fantasy. Breaking the internet with deconstructed coffee. Play that sound one more time. That was the sound of sitting. Yeah, that was the sound of sitting on yourself. You suck at eggs. I would bake a Swedish princess. Okay, Google, turn my shower on. Ooh, my phone's going off. Okay, Google, sit on my own knobs. Duck step is the answer. Off-road duck step, cracking up. Great dog dies. She's so quackily. Dale is stuck with all of the dick. And I hate over and over and over and over again. Dick.
Oh, CJ beat me
We
to it.
lost Dale.
CJ's dick. Yes. It's Sunday night.
Oh, Jesus.
Lord. It's still
Wow,
going.
that's gonna be flipped out and played at TSA in 45 days, isn't it?
Man, so many dicks. You'd think Harambe was here.
Oh. Title: Okay, Google play. Okay, Google play action dick sitting news.
We better not. I mean, sure, if someone can run that. Anyway. Wow. All right. Well, we apparently don't want the show to end yet, so there you go.
Oh, jeez. All right, you guys. So I'm gonna. Oh man. Oh Lord, have mercy. This show, you guys. All right.
Do the thing, CJ.
I'm gonna do the thing. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.
Tonight on Action News.
Day.
Oh, wrong one.
Tonight on Action News.
This has been a Geek.io Media Network production. Copyright 2017.
Shoot up.
I love
You
Josh.
fool, we're live.
Get
I
down.
love
to the
Josh.
gosh. Get down.
This is the episode where we didn't reference the kangaroos.
No, we
What?
technically
Last minute
referenced them.
kangaroo jerking.
Sorry.
We're still live, you guys.
I know we are.